Los Angeles, California, Melvin Diaz, and Joe Romero. Come hang with the Soul Primos.
What's up, cousins? Welcome back to another episode of Soul Primos. My name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And today, we're talking about what?
The 2000's, baby!
We're talking about the 2000s!
2000s!
The 2000s. That's from 2000
to 2010.
To 2010, yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
The last episode, 1990s, listen, we said that it might have been the greatest decade of all time, one of the greatest decades in human history, but I honestly feel we might be right. But for us, for our personal life, our individual lives, the 2000s is very, very special to us.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that decade is very special. And also in humankind, in real life, it's incredibly special because it was a huge transition from the 90s to 2000s.
Literally, it was our childhood. Because, as a baby, you start getting, your memories start to form at 3, 4 years old, right?
Yeah.
So we were 5 when the 2000s started.
Yes.
Right? You get what I'm saying? And what happened when we were 6?
Okay. Okay.
Let's just get it out of the way.
Let's get it out of the way.
The elephant in the room.
Normally, when you want to start your job, start a new relationship, start anything, you want to start with pure optimism. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
And I think that's what the 2000s started.
And I think it was like that.
Because everyone, Y2K.
Yes.
Y2K, I don't know, for those of you that don't know, Y2K was kind of like an apocalyptic scenario that everyone thought was going to happen when we went from 1999 to 2000, because everyone thought that all the computers that were responsible for having the world go round wouldn't be able to work once 99 became 00.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is ridiculous. So fucking silly looking back at it. But at the time, everyone thought the world was going to end, and it was the start of a new millennium. So imagine, bro. Just imagine, dog. New Year's Eve parties.
Oh my
1999
God.
going into 2000.
I would be a little nervous.
Really?
I would be a little nervous. I don't know what's gonna happen. 1999 is a new decade. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm with my. First of all, if you're talking about me personally, I'm 4.
Yeah.
I'm not even awake yet.
Yeah.
I'm not even conscious.
Yeah,
yet.
I'm drinking hot chocolate.
Oh,
I'm drinking. My parents used to give me coffee as a baby,
yes.
So I'm drinking coffee. I'm sipping coffee, just watching the ball drop.
When you evolved, you became coherent at a very young age.
Yeah, I did become coherent at a very young age. I do remember when I was like 2 and 3.
Yes, because a lot of kids, a lot of people in the real world, they'll be like, "Oh, I woke up when I was like 7. I woke up when I was like 6." And then for me, I woke up like 2001 September.
Oh, I think you said like 2012, 2013.
I just woke up recently. I don't know what's been happening.
No, but I have a friend that's an older gentleman. He's like, he's in his 50s, and I asked him, I was just like, what was 1999 New Year's Eve like? And he goes, oh, brother, Big Mel, people were fucking, people were kissing, people were making out, smooching, because not only did they think the world was going to end, but it was the start of a new millennium.
Yeah.
So in their mind, I'm going to do the nastiest, craziest shit tonight in 1999.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning in 2000, I'm a new person.
Dude, it's crazy because like when every new year, people go crazy, right?
Yeah.
But it's just one fucking year. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. Even the decade, it's like a big deal.
But a millennium, bro.
2000?
Bro, it's one thing from going from 1899 to 1900. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Industrial Revolution or whatever.
Yeah.
But you finish 1,000 years
That's
and you make it to the second 1,000
It
years?
makes me sad because...
Bro, people were fucking.
I would be fucking everybody who lets me fuck them, dude.
Bro, people were drinking, smoking.
1999, December 31st, 1999, 12:55, where are you? No, 11:55, where are you?
11:55
p.m.
December 31st, 1999.
Yeah, where are you?
Oh, dude, I'm in my bed. I'm probably watching Power Rangers.
God damn it.
I'm watching Power Rangers. Oh, in real life, or if I was my age.
If your age.
Okay.
I was reading Braille. Yeah. I was writing the Constitution. I was rewriting the Constitution.
Oh, if I was my age in 1999 going to 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, Hey, you know me, dog. I'm on some fucking rooftop.
Oh my God.
Somewhere in the city, in some loft, and I'm just being a good person.
What I
man.
love
I'm
and hate
being
about
a good
Melvin, he's
person.
always at a rooftop bar, somewhere in the country, somewhere in the city.
But it's like that Prince song. It's like literally it was kind of a metaphor for living life. The fact I'm gonna party like it's 1999. Like literally, people were partying. Like people who normally wouldn't party or wouldn't be crazy were partying and were acting crazy in 1999 going into the 2000s.
And I truly feel like it's one of those things that where it's like it brings you down to you're just a human living through life, and everybody is excited about turning this page and joining this new era in time together. We're hitting the 2000s as a human race together. And fuck all our differences. Fuck everything. We are all humans alive now. And one day, this generation of humanity will all be gone, all be wiped out, and there'll be a new wave of humans, right? But for right now, all of us are entering this new phase together.
We made it.
We're doing it.
And that's why I think 2000, the year 2000, was the closest we ever got to world peace. I know I said that in the 90s, but I really truly mean that. I really truly feel that the year 2000, all the way, and even 2001, halfway through, was the closest we ever got to world peace. Like I truly feel that way because it's like you just said, everyone, regardless of gender or ethnicity or country, we kind of looked around at each other in the world and we're like, wow, we all made it to the year 2000 together, alive, healthy. And then unfortunately...
Now you might be asking, what are we talking about? Okay, if you're... how old do you have to be like...
We have some young viewers. We have we have a Soul Primo born in 2008.
What does that make sense?
And we were like... when we saw the comment, we were like... Why are children watching us? But they're 18 years old.
Yeah.
They're 18, they're adults.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh my God, time is fleeting.
We are not getting younger.
Time's running out, man.
Every year, you're not getting wiser. We're just getting closer to death, honestly. And that's being real. But what... You might ask us, if you might be ignorant, you might not know anything about history, human history. What happened in 2001?
Unfortunately, September 11th, 2001, we can't talk about the 2000s without talking about this.
Yes,
talking about 9/11.
A huge tragedy in New York. The Twin Towers were attacked.
Almost 3,000 people perished that day in a terrorist attack. They took down the World Trade Center. Do you remember where you were when that happened?
I was home, and then I actually do remember that. I was home, and I was getting ready for school. I was watching Fox 11, and my dad was working at a factory, and he called me in the morning, and he was like, are you guys watching the news? And then we turned on the news. My mom turned on the news, and I just watched a cloud of smoke and everything. I think by the time we started watching on the TV, the towers had already gone down, and they started replaying it. But my dad was like freaking the fuck out and saying like, "Just stay home, just stay home."
Yeah,
because we were scared. We're on the completely opposite coast. We're on the fucking in California. We were fucking scared. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know is it going to happen over here, anywhere. I can't imagine the people that were just filming it there underneath the towers in the city. What the feeling, how strong that fear and just not knowing what the fuck is going on. Because the first tower, when it was hit, it was kind of seemed as an accident. It was
just a really terrible accident.
But once the second tower hit, I feel like from what I've read and what I've understood from people giving interviews, it's like that's when people knew. Dude, we are being attacked.
And then not only that, and then the Pentagon, and then there was another flight.
The one in Philly, United 93.
United 93 that was supposed to go to the White House.
Yeah.
And I remember I was at home. And my school year hadn't started yet because I was like at a different, like a special school, and my school year started on like the September 20th. So I was still at home. And I remember waking up to the news and my parents were watching, and I remember seeing the towers fall live. And I was 5 years old because I hadn't turned 6 yet. And I was 5 years old watching the towers fall, seeing people jump out from the top of the towers, seeing the Pentagon, seeing in real time, like, this just in, the Pentagon is also attacked. This just in, another airline is like, we can't track it down and we don't know where it's going to go. And it's just like, And you know what's crazy? Because the flights that were in the attack, they were set to come to LA.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
That's wild.
They're from Boston to LA, dude. It's insane.
You know, 25 years after that, even when I watch the footage, I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is real. This really happened. I still can't believe, like when I watch these home videos and people with the VHS cameras filming everything, it doesn't really feel real. I'm like, this really happened? This doesn't even, like when the towers fall and the cloud of smoke kind of going all over the city.
It's like if you saw that in a movie, you'd be like, okay, whatever. Oh, skyscraper fall. You see it in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it really did fall. And then like these other skyscrapers, like people are running and then you just see the 500-foot cloud of smoke.
Yeah.
Just, and people are running, screaming. It's like burning them alive.
And then you hear the phone calls of people calling for help, like on the floors
floor
above,
99,
exactly, or floors above where the planes hit, and they're calling for help, and the phone cuts off as soon as the towers start falling down, and then you see the people jumping off the buildings, like you said, jumping off the towers, and you see people like right next to the hole where the plane crashed, they're like signaling for help.
You know, people say jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Yeah,
but I think people forget how big a Boeing 747 is.
It's huge.
And how fucking fast it was going. So normally, those of you who don't know, normally a plane that size, when it's working, when it's like actually doing its job and taking customers from point A to point B, it's flying anywhere from 350 to 450.
Yeah.
400 miles per hour, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. This hijacker flew at 500 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So imagine, people don't realize how fucking big a Boeing 747 is. Imagine you fly it 500 fucking miles into a building.
Yeah.
And not only you do that, but it has thousands of gallons of jet fuel.
Yeah.
It's a bomb.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, they planted a bomb. No, the plane was the bomb. Not only was the plane the bomb, but it was also the wrecking ball. It was like a combination of everything. That's why it happened the way it happened. I hate when people like they don't realize the magnitude of a plane that size crashing into a skyscraper. Because when you see videos, you see the towers. It's just like, oh, it's a video on your phone or your laptop. You don't really understand how massive these buildings were, and how massive these planes were, and how fast they were going. They were going 500 miles an hour.
And also, when people, I'm not an architect for obviously, but when people build these buildings, there are certain things to keep in mind. Like, hey, we need this building to withstand earthquakes, fires,
air, wind.
Who was really thinking we need this? At least at that time, who was thinking we need this building to withstand a huge fucking airplane at 500 miles per hour just fucking crashing right through it?
Yeah.
Who's really thinking about that? No one's thinking about like, we need to be able to withstand this fucking this impact.
And you know the buildings. When I first heard this, I didn't believe it, but then when I thought about it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. The World Trade Center, it's 95% air.
What you mean?
It's 95% air.
Speak on that.
Think about it. The skyscraper. So what's solid is the facade, right?
Yeah.
And the facade is not to sustain the building, it's just to protect the building.
Yeah.
And then there's the main core in the center.
That runs through the middle all the way up.
Runs through the middle all the way up. What's the rest? The floor.
It just floors and just.
And what's the rest?
Cubicles, window, open space.
Cubic feet of air.
That is true.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like when people say like, how could the towers fall? Bro, have you ever seen a Boeing 747 in real life right in front of you? It's massive. It's massive. It's the size of a fucking small building, small warehouse.
Yeah.
That's why they're able to fit fucking 600 people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not to mention, like I said previously, they're going 500 miles. You realize how fast 500 miles an hour is? 500 miles per hour. It's incredibly fast. That's why when you see videos of it and they track the plane, it seems slow. But they're traversing. Every second is like another mile.
Yeah.
They're going so fucking fast. That's why when it explodes, it's just such a massive explosion. And like, And like it truly is. It truly rocked not only the nation but the world. And I think we lost our childlike wonder after that. We did lose.
Oh man, it was obviously, man. How could you have that after something so devastating? How could you have optimism after so? But the only good thing about certain situations like that is it unites people.
I was just about to say that. Like literally, I remember as a kid seeing like black families, white families, Latino families, Asian families. They would have fucking little American flags.
But
but who do we unite against?
But dude, what's fucked up about these terrible situations? It's almost like these things, these events unite people, but then it just wears off.
Yeah,
it just wears off. Yeah. And then you need something else. You need another tragedy.
Which is disgusting, bro.
It's terrible because like people in those situations were like, we're all human. We all need to protect each other. And then you forget, you're like, wait, you're different than me.
We have to protect our neighbors.
Yes, exactly. And then after a while, you're like, wait, you're my neighbor, but you look different than me. Hey, I don't fucking like you.
It wears off.
It wears off so fucking
How many
quick.
people saw 9/11 that were like, I have to go enlist in the army. I have to go do this.
And huge respect to anybody that fucking decided to enlist after that. That's those, like I'm saying, people talk about heroes all the time. Those are real fucking heroes, man. People that really felt like, hey, I love this country, and someone just attacked something I love very much. I want to go out there and fight and eliminate these people that fucking that hurt my people, hurt my country, and try to fucking put fear in the eyes and hearts of the American people.
Well, enough of 9/11. I think we went extra hard on it because it is something that every millennial, you ask any millennial in your life, yes. Hey, where were you in 9/11? And it's different because when you ask an older person that's like 40, 50, 60, 70, where were you in 9/11? They'll be honest because they experienced 9/11 as an adult. But when you ask a millennial, they experienced it as a child. And I think that's why it has a little bit more oomph.
And it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. That's a good point because when you're old, let's say you're what age? Let's say my dad. Okay, my dad was like, he was like 30, 40. But let's say you're an American, just born in America, right? Or whatever. Like every decade had its own situation, wars, 70s, 80s, had own issues, own problems. 60s, 40s, 50s, like our grandparents had dealt with some, especially the boomer dealt with some very terrible shit.
Like the Vietnam War, there was no terrorist attack. We just went to do the Vietnam War. While with 9/11, we experienced 9/11. And then we had the Iraq War.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And we were very young and very really in our youth exposed to like the realities of war.
I fucking hate guys. If you guys are anti-ICE or anything, and you guys read these dumbass comments and they're like, oh, when you criticize Trump and then they go, oh, well, millions of immigrants were deported under Obama and Bush. Where were you then? Motherfucker, I was 7 years old, you stupid bitch. What the fuck?
But I will say, we'll get off of this topic. Under Obama's administration, I feel like there was a lot more that were deported that were actually doing these heinous crimes.
Yeah, and also the numbers that people talk about, it also includes those people turned away at the border.
Yes.
So millions of people were turned away at the border, and then they include those numbers.
But they were more in general. Like 50% around there were doing the terrible crimes, and they were getting deported because of that.
Also, there was due process.
Yeah, right now it's kind of just like, hey, you look a certain way, you're going.
Also, there was due process back then. Yeah. Also, there weren't Americans shot dead in the street back then because of immigration. You nitpick in the fucking details. But that being said, what happens in 2002?
What happened? Talk to me.
Bro, 2002, bro, so much happened. So much happened. I think there was such a boom of new content and people really trying to figure out how to do art after such a tragedy that people were just really going for it. One of my favorite channels, or two of my favorite channels growing up as a preteen, MTV and VH1.
VH1.
Yes.
Bro, I remember VH1.
And in 2004, I think I asked you this before. I don't know if you know the show, but in 2004, a little show started being made called Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride. I remember Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride, where they would get these contestants and they would have the shittiest fucking oldest cars, fucking a 1993 Camry that's like falling apart, and Exhibit, the rapper, would come and be like, yo, I'm about to pimp you a ride, homie. And they would put stupid fucking shit like a fish tank on the side as a speaker. They would put a fucking PlayStation 2 in the back seat. They would put neon lights in the front, and they would do like they would like completely just renovate this car, which is crazy because now that time has passed, a lot of these contestants say that going on the show was like the worst decision they've ever made.
Why?
Because even though they renovated their shitty car, repairs were so expensive they couldn't afford it. Taxes were so expensive they couldn't afford it. Things would break down easily and they couldn't afford to. So like it just ended up making their shitty car even shittier.
Well, dude, that formula for that type of show really gave birth to a lot of different shows using that formula, like Home Makeover, where it's like, hey, we're gonna go to your house, and who has the saddest story? I grew up in here, and I fucking came here, and I fucking my family killed my other part of the family, and now I have a shitty house.
And that's why when people hate on Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, he just takes advantage of poor people."
Fuck, this is not a new.
This has been happening.
This is not original.
It's been happening for the last 30 years.
The worst version of this formula, it was a show in the 2000s called The Swan. The Swan is basically they give you plastic surgery, right, to somebody who feel like they needs it. So basically, they go to you and be like,
"Oh, I remember."
And they're like, "Damn, you're fucking ugly, damn, busted that motherfucking bitch, that motherfucker. Hey, we got you." Though, right? And then they gave her plastic surgery, and then now there's like judges, right? And then now that she comes out, and then she's like got a perfect nose, she's got fucking lifted up cheekbones, she got a perfect jaw, and now she looks great. And you think like, wow, she's beautiful, she's happy. But it's kind of sad because like, you're literally going after people and exploiting them and be like, yo, these people are ugly as fuck. They're disgusting.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Swan. Today we have some ugly ass fucking bitches.
And they'll be in the back like, that's me.
They're like, hi, I'm Vanessa, I'm 23, I'm from Virginia.
Yeah, and then they'll be telling the stories like, I lost my brother in the war, and then I'm home alone, and I gave birth to my son, and my stepdad died, and then they're like, that's cool, but your nose is fucked up, man. Your chain is fucked up, no. You gotta get some work done, bro. Yeah. And then they fucking to their credit, I guess, they give them plastic surgery, they become prettier, more beautiful.
More handsome too. There's some guys in there.
Beauty is depends on what you define as more beautiful. Because some of the people look pretty in my eyes.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yes.
Dude? I forget what. I don't know if it was on Telemundo or Univision.
Oh,
there was a game show in the early 2000s that me and my parents used to watch all the time. It was in Spanish. It was called Tarjeta Verde.
Oh no, I've never seen that.
Tarjeta Verde in English means green card.
Ooh,
they would make these contestants do Fear Factor-esque type things, eat worms, jump from fucking buildings, from bridges, and the winner, the grand prize was a green card. Have you ever heard of this? You've never heard of this? This is in the early 2000s. It was called Tarjeta Verde.
Why did you get a green card?
Bro, and like some host would be like, hola, ¿cómo está? Hoy vamos a ver quién quiere ganar la Tarjeta Verde. And then it would just be like 10 Latinos and be like, yeah, I'm vieno de Mexico, I'm come from Mexico, I want to start a new life in America, and I think that I want to support my family. And it's just like, and then it's just them like eating fucking spiders.
Why don't
like,
they just go get a green card?
Bro, because it's difficult. It's not only is it expensive, it's difficult, and there's obstacles at every single step of the way.
It's not the most difficult thing. To get a green card, to get a citizenship, yes.
Joe,
but to get a green card.
What you saying that is the same thing of like when people used to competing in Fear Factor, and it was just like, oh, the winner gets $50,000, and then someone said, why don't they just go make $50,000?
No, $50,000 is hard.
That's literally that's literally the same thing.
$50,000 you gotta work for like a whole year. You gotta get two side jobs.
For the green card as well. You think you can just show up to a building in America and be like, I want a green card? It's just like, no. I'm talking about American green cards.
No, I know. Dude, trust me, I've never had to get a green card.
I'll tell you, it's difficult.
my parents had they got green cards when they first came to this country, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Was it in the early 2000s?
Let me see. It might have been the 90s.
Yeah. So I think there's like regulations and rules that kind of switch up every decade. Dog.
It might have been easier though. Okay, first of all, they might have. Maybe these people that were on the show weren't looking hard enough to how to find a green card, and these fools are just like, listen, you want a green card? We'll give you one right now. Right? Who are these people in position? Like, are they government officials? Like, how are they giving?
Bro.
How are they giving green cards?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying like reality TV in the 2000s was the Wild West.
I bet they just give them a literal green card. They're like, hey, you're good. Está bien. Hey, get a job.
I want to research this, but I'm afraid we might get popped or some shit. Like, I remember seeing that, and also Secretos, which was like
Secretos cheating show.
Yeah, that was on the same channel, Joe. It was on the same channel.
No, because that green card shit wasn't my vibe. Because I was like, my parents got that. My parents got the green card.
You're like, ew, pay for it like a real American. That's what you said as a 5-year-old.
Just go. My parents got it. So,
but Secretos is.
Secretos are my vibe, man. They go in the backseat of the fucking car or in the back of the trunk of the car. They're like, listen, I have bad
SUV.
news.
Always SUV.
The SUV, right? I got bad news. ¿Qué pasó? Tu esposo lo encontré con otra vieja. Te voy a enseñar, pero it's gonna be very difficult to see this.
Yeah.
Enséñame, right? And they just see like it's always in green. It's always like a green night vision or some shit.
It was cheaters, but in Spanish.
Yes, exactly. And then they're fucking just talking, kissing, and she's like. Heartbroken, devastated.
And then the guy always wore a leather jacket. And a big guy, he'd be like, are you ready? In Spanish, he was like, ¿Estás listo para ir a confrontarlo? He's like, sí. Yeah. And he's like, okay. And then everyone would be cordial, and then all of a sudden the spouse would see the cheater. He'd be like, hijo de puta! And she would like just start fucking just
angry.
Women just like punching like this for some reason, dude.
I know. Wait,
and then the man's always like, cálmate.
Sometimes like they would show. Like them making out with the girl, the cheating husband.
I'd be like, is that not illegal?
No, but I'm like, is that live? Is that happening right now? Because sometimes it felt like, oh, we can go in there right now. And they're like, vámonos.
Yeah.
And then it's happening right now. It's like you're just fucking spying on somebody right now. It's illegal a little bit. Illegal.
I'll never forget, there was one episode of Tarjeta Verde, Green Card, where they had a little shack in the middle of the desert infested with spiders and scorpions. Just infested with spiders and scorpions. And the person was just like, for this challenge, you have to walk in and walk into this little shack and grab the key all the way on the side and come back.
Yeah.
And like, I just remember being like a child and just being like, that's a nightmare. And like, they would be wearing helmets and like goggles, but like, that's it. And they'd be like, women and men would be like, and they would like, the spiders and like the scorpions would get all up on them. They would get the key and they'd come back. And whoever did the fastest won. So people would do it, and they would have like spiders and scorpions, and they'd be like, ooh, you were 1 second too late. Patricia won this one, and you're eliminated. And I'd be like, as a child, I'm just like, oh my God, that's so scary. As an adult, I think everyone who was in production and thought of this show should be hung.
Now, which show came first? This show or a Fear Factor?
I'm not sure. I'm sure because Latino people always copy English television. You know what I'm saying? Like a Family Feud.
Dame la cajeta verde. There's a song that goes.
Tengo la camisa negra. That's Juanes.
Tengo la cajeta. Tarjeta verde. I was saying grande.
Dame la tarjeta verde. Dude, we should have been 30 years old back in 2002.
Oh,
I would have been a killing on Telemundo.
I would have been on that show, and at the end, I would have been like, I'm an American citizen. I don't need a green card. I won, and I don't need a green card.
The host was like, wait, so you're going to give it to one of the other contestants? No.
I would have got
you were lighting up my hair. No.
I would have been bought and paid for by the U.S. government and shit.
Yeah.
Like I would have been a psyop.
You would have been a spy.
I would have been a spy, man. But shows like that, listen, I'm glad. Hopefully they don't make shows like that anymore. That seems very disrespectful.
I mean,
very
MTV
hurtful.
had fucking Next. You remember Next?
No, I never watched Next.
But do you know what it's about?
No.
So it's about a eligible bachelor, right? It's either a man or a woman. And they're like super hot, and they go, I'm ready to find my next boyfriend. I'm ready to find my next girlfriend. And then I'm excited to meet the contestants. And they have this big bus, and they have like 10 contestants. And they're all like, yo, hey, what's up? I'm Travis. I'm 23, bro. I have abs. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go. Or like vice versa. It's like, oh, hey, I'm Sabrina. I'm 24 and I'm ready to suck. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, and the point of the show is called Next. So like, the eligible bachelor is standing right in front of the bus.
Yeah.
And when someone comes out, if they don't fuck with them, if they think they're ugly or whatever, they go next. they get eliminated. They have to go back into the bus. But if the eligible bachelor likes what they see and they go, oh, this is really cool, there's a timer that starts. So let's say 20 minutes pass, right? What you call and then maybe the person goes, he says something bad, and then the girl goes, oh, next. The person gets $20.
What?
The contestant gets $20, or like I forget, it's like $200 or something like that.
I think it might be $200. $20 to get gas money.
Yeah. So it's like, I guess it's like $100. Oh yeah, it's $100 a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
So it's like okay, even though I got next. I get $200.
Yeah.
So you need to like last long. You know what I'm saying? And then if the eligible bachelor really fucks with you, and after like an hour, they're like, yo, I think I want to date you. I think we need a second date. Like, forget everyone on the bus. I pick you. The contestant has the option to go on a date with the bachelor, or take the money and run.
Wow. Take the money and run. God, imagine you vibe with
So there was so many. Yeah, that happened all the time where like the contestant's like, I really like you. I really hit it off, and I think you're handsome. I think you're beautiful, and let's go on a second date. And then the contestant's just like, yeah, I feel the same way, but I'm gonna take the $3,000. And then they leave. And then the main bachelor's just like, what the fuck? Fuck you, that bitch. You know what I mean? And then, but like so many times, people walk out all confident from the bus. And they're just like that, and then the person goes, next!
Well, reality hits them, bro. Reality fucking hits them. They got that ego was bringing them to the show, man. You can't be having egos like that.
It's so crazy because I remember seeing as a kid, and there was a woman contestant, and she was like, what's a fun fact about you? And she's just like, oh, I'm really good at fellatio. And I didn't know what fellatio was.
Oh,
and then I had to like start up my dial-up and like Google it and be like, whoa, it's oral sex. And I'll never forget, she was like kind of B footage of the show.
Yeah.
And she was kind of she was saying like, oh yeah, to give the best head, you have to write your name with your tongue. And then everyone was just like, oh, Chelsea's great. Chelsea's a freak. And I was like 7 years old, being like, okay, write your name with a tongue. And
did you try that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you do your own name, or did you give yourself another name while you were doing it?
I wrote an essay. I wrote an essay, college format.
When I went down to girl, I was Hakeem Olajuwon, bro.
Olajuwon?
From the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Where's he from?
Houston Rockets. Hey, bro, hey. When I went to Taco, Shaq, bro.
I was like, but that's like a quick ass name.
I know, but you do it all over again. Over and over again. But I would write my name.
Really?
If I'm a virgin, if I were ever to do that, I would write my name, my first, middle, and last name.
Fucking shit, dude.
But I'll never forget, I was like 7 years old watching this shit on TV. My parents should have taken the TV away from it.
Dude, MTV had a lot of fucking crazy shows, man. And there's a lot of fucking weird ass shows like that where we just, it also like Fear Factor was one of them. Scarred was one of them. Scarred was one of them.
Tell me what Scarred is.
Scarred is basically where people are just wiping out and people are getting injured. So it has to do a lot with skating.
Yeah.
It has to do a lot with fucking, I guess, biking or motocross. Not motocross, just like any extreme sport like skating and biking. People are going out there. People are doing stairs. People are doing tricks. People are doing flips. And the host is like, I don't know his name. He's an emo guy, right? He's a gothic motherfucker. He's got like, he looks like Billy Joel Armstrong from Green Day. He's got the shaggy hair. He's got the eyeliner. He fucking, he starts the show. It's like a lot of punk music, punk rock music. He's like, welcome to Scarred. And the editing is all crazy. It's all like, blah, 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 blah. It's all ridiculous, right? And then he tells a story about, hey, this next guy, he's a fucking crazy ass motherfucker from Rolling Heights, right? And then they interview this fool, like, let's say he broke 14 bones from jumping off this 10 stairs trying to grind on a rail. They interviewed this fool and he's like, yo, when I went up there, I thought I was gonna make it. And they cut to like a fucking broken bone. Bah, 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 bah. And then they're just like, yeah, man, when I went up, I was feeling good. I was feeling great. I go up, I ollie. It was just a simple trick. I was just gonna ollie and board slide, right? So I ollie, and then they show the footage of him ollieing and shit. and going on like the rail or whatever, for example. And he's like, I was feeling good. And then it all went downhill from there. And then they just show him fucking falling, eating shit, breaking his skull, bleeding. And the editing is so ridiculous. It's all like, they just show the broken bone, the sound effects, and the fucking, the host of the show, he's like so animated, he's so visceral, he's so like he's a gothic ass hoop, but he's always like, it's almost like you're watching fucking Saw with the editing for that show. It's so ridiculous and over the top, but you see people with their broken bones, with fucking skin hanging off, they're fucking bleeding from the skull. It was so raw and authentic. You see blood, you see bones popping out from skin. It was so graphic, especially for a show, and most of the audience was like younger foods, because people that were skating, usually like a younger teen audience, right? So you'd be a teenager watching fools eat shit, fucking slam, trying to ollie over 10, 15 stairs, slam on the floor. They're just knocked the fuck out, shaking, and fucking blood on the floor. And the host is like,
Dude, I'll never forget the one that really fucked me up as a kid was, it wasn't even like the craziest one.
Yeah.
It was just like the most visceral one. Like he was skateboarding, he fell like 10 stairs and he landed on his left hand.
Oh.
And this bone from his palm was like sticking out and it was so white.
Yeah.
And he said he was just like, the thing that stuck out to me the most was that not only was my bone sticking out of my skin, but how white it was.
Yeah, there's fools that just look.
And he was just like, I still right now when I'm picturing it, I can still see his broken hand.
Yeah.
And this was like I was like 8 years old when this shit happened.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're all young when they're watching that shit. I don't know who's fucking watching what we watch.
Who was like? What adult executive was like approving this?
Should I call my mom?
And what were my parents doing?
My mom was probably just preaching.
But it's just like I was telling my best friend the other day
which one?
My gal best friend, my girlfriend.
You said
You got all jealous right now.
I was like this. Which one?
that I was telling her that like I got away with so much growing up because my parents were like predominantly Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
So I would like, I would watch Scarred and all MTV and stuff like that, and I would cuss, and they really wouldn't know what it meant. You know what I mean? Like, besides like the hits, like fuck and bitch and stuff like that. But like other like, pussy, for the longest they didn't know that, I'd be like, man, shit. I would tell my sisters, you're being a pussy right now. You know what I mean? And like my parents, they'd be like, Ma, Dad. And then my parents like, what? And then I'd be like, yeah, exactly.
You gotta have some respect. You're fucking
I know. I was like a 9-year-old menace. But I'll never forget, I would watch Family Guy.
Oh, yes.
I remember I had some like friends growing up, like they were like white friends, and like my parents don't let me watch Family Guy, and I'm just like, bro, I watch Family Guy all the time. Or Adult Swim. Adult Swim was my shit. You know what I mean? You know Adult Swim, right?
Yeah, they had that one, the chicken show, Chicken Run.
Robot Chicken.
Yes.
Chicken Run is the.
Or what's the one where Celebrity Deathmatch or some shit?
Oh yeah, that was on MTV.
That was MTV, yeah.
And I'll never forget. I was watching Family Guy, and then you remember as a kid in the 2000s. Any channel that you weren't supposed to watch, you would have it and then you would change it to a safe channel.
A safe one.
Just like the back, on the remote, the back.
Yeah, the back so it switches back to the safe channel.
Yeah.
Just in case your mom walks in and you just switches to the safe channel. She's like, oh, okay, it's time, okay. And then,
and I'll never forget, on Comedy Central, in like, from 1 a.m. all the way to 4 a.m., they would show these crazy commercials and like you just like really just like erotic shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go back to Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. That's my safe channel, but I'm gonna be watching Comedy Central. And then all of a sudden I hear footsteps and my mom walks in and I go back to the original channel and it's Family Guy and Peter Griffin is naked and he's humping Megan's face.
That's tough.
And she was like, my mom was like, what the fuck are you watching? In Spanish. And I'm like, oh, it's cartoon. She's like, no. And she just turned my TV off. She's like, go to bed. Ever since then, every time Family Guy comes on the show, on the TV or it gets mentioned, she gets all pissed off. She's just like, that's a disgusting show.
You traumatized her.
I know. I was the one that traumatized her.
You traumatized your own parent, dude.
Yeah. And I think that says a lot about who I am. I really didn't let people traumatize me. I was doing the traumatizing as a young 7, 8 year old.
Because you're different.
Also, I was like I was like taller than everyone too at that time.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, and I used it. I used that great power, and I and I didn't have much responsibility back then.
Yeah, we were children.
Yeah, we're children.
You know, I want to move on to another, and then maybe I don't have.
Let me know.
To another thing, right?
Let me know.
So 2000s was a very big decade for a lot of reasons, right? If you are aware, social media is a great. You don't think about social media because it's a part of our everyday life.
Yeah.
But in the 2000s, it was just starting out. It was
Newborn.
It was a newborn
baby.
fucking baby. It was sneaking into our life. It popped up, and you're like, "What is this new thing? What is this thing?" It's called MySpace. What the fuck is that?
Tumblr?
Who the fuck is Tom? And why is he my friend? Right?
And why is he looking back at that photo like this?
Why is he looking back at it? It's some weird ass shit, right? And why can't I delete him off my fucking page? Why is he number one on my friends list, right?
Yeah, I don't know who Tom is. I'm fucking 9 years old. Why is a grown man my top 5 friend?
And he's like, "No, I have to be
he's
your
just like
fucking
this.
friend." And I'm like, "You're 40,
Yeah,
bro."
he's like, rules are rules.
Why is he looking back at it like that? But social media became part of everyday life in the 2000s, right? Where right now we don't even think nothing of it. Back then it was so new that we didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how to deal with it. We didn't know how parents didn't know how to fucking maybe censor it or how to protect us from it.
Yeah.
The first social media platform that really popped off, it was MySpace. MySpace was something that I loved because I felt like I can show my creative side. It was a place where I can talk to my friends from school. I can talk to girls. I can tell people I told this one girl, "Hey, I have cancer, so we have to hang out soon because I like you."
Elaborate. Break that down. Elaborate real quick.
Well, you can message girls, right?
Yeah.
And for the first time, you don't have to talk to them in real fucking life.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I want to talk to this girl, and
But she wasn't giving you no play. She was just like,
No.
she didn't know you existed.
Exactly. I saw her in my middle school, and I was also in middle school as well at the same time. At the same time. And I was just going to talk to her, but I found her MySpace. I found her MySpace account. And this is the big problem with nowadays. It's like people are so down to say shit social media that they would never say in person. But back then I was only a kid, right? And I was like, "Hey, we should hang out." And then we started talking a little bit, or we should just hang out in brunch. And then she's like, I told her I have cancer, so we should definitely get together soon, right? And then she was like, "That sucks, right?" That's all she fucking said, and that really fucking hurt me. But we kind of started talking a little bit, but she kind of broke up with me. But we don't have to get into that shit, right? But MySpace was a thing where you can interact with people. You can make posts. Your comments are all visible.
Your page could have her own song.
Your page can have your own song. You can customize the layout of your page. You can spend days and hours customizing your own page. You can hack other people's account. And the beautiful thing about hacking other people's account, they're asking you to hack their account. So you feel like a hacker, but an acceptable hacker. I had this friend. Not a female, a guy friend. He was the first guy I've ever seen with abs. We were all fucking 12, and I was 12 too.
Okay. Keep elaborating, please.
Yeah, we're both 12. He was the first dude I've ever seen with fucking abs, and I was like, wow. I thought that was only Christopher Reeve that did that shit. Some of these fucking high-level fucking A-list that had abs.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Are you down to hack my MySpace?" Right? And I was like, "Dude, I'm down." And then I saw his page. All these girls are like, "Let me tell you something about Chris. He's a dick, but when you get to know him, he's fucking sweet."
What did you say?
Mine was very similar. God damn it, Chris, he's so badass. He's such an asshole in history. He makes fun of everybody. But when you really hang out with him, you realize that he's such a sweet guy, right?
And did he hack your page or not?
Hell no. I asked for that shit. He was like, "Bro, I did not like what you wrote." And he was like, what I just said right now is what I said in the hacking. I was like, he's the only guy I know with abs, right? The only guy I know with fucking abs.
And he was like, "Oh, hell no."
Hell no, man. I told him he's the only guy I know with fucking abs, right?
Oh my God.
All these other girls, the only guy I felt, and I said, and at that time we were playing Call of Duty a lot. And then I was like, he's the best at Call of Duty. He kills me all the time. He teabags me in Call of Duty. I don't know what to do, but goddamn, I love him. Shout out to XOXO, hugs, kisses. God damn, bro. You go on my fucking page.
Yeah.
There's fucking some Green Day music. Fucking
Yeah. But no one's hacking you.
No one's hacking. I was hacked by the CIA for some other shit.
And everyone was just tracking you, bro.
Bro, at that time, man, I remember at that time of my life, I was into gothic music, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, all that shit.
Yes.
I remember I was like,
emo music
exactly.
is what they say, emotional music.
Exactly.
You know?
Simple Plan was a big thing.
Yes,
I was like, how do I get attention from
Yellow Card?
Exactly. How do I get attention from women in school, emo girls? So I was like, I'm starting wearing eyeliner. So I wait for my mom to leave, and I put eyeliner on my fucking eyes.
It's her eyeliner.
Yeah, of course. My mom likes to feel beautiful.
Yeah.
I put eyeliner and eyeshadow, but I rubbed it to the point where if you look, you have to question, is this for wearing eyeshadow or is he just dark?
Or you wanted the natural look.
Exactly. Is he going through something? Has he been awake for 4 days or is he just wearing eyeshadow, right?
You wanted to be the Prince of Darkness.
Hey, Prince of fucking Darkness, right?
Well, Prince of Brownness.
Prince of Brownness, Prince of Darkness. But at that time, I was considered dark, right?
Yeah.
So I go to school and I'm talking to fucking the homegirls and they're like, wait, Joel, are you wearing eyeshadow? And I just fucking slid her out of there. I just fucking exited.
You didn't respond. You just
I exit the conversation.
Yeah, but then when you were leaving it, when they couldn't see you, were like, you're like wiping it off.
I'm leaving in handcuffs. The cops are after me and shit.
So this is in college?
Did you have MySpace or you just did your own
No,
space?
so I never had a MySpace.
Are you
my
serious?
My older sister was just like, she was like, bro, you should get MySpace. This shit's fucking sick. You don't want to be the loser in your fucking class that doesn't have a fucking MySpace. And I'd be like, whatever, bro. I don't get. Even back then, I was just like, yeah, whatever. I don't really need that shit. I get enough play in real life. And then finally, I start ninth grade. Yeah. I start ninth grade, and everyone's talking about MySpace.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my gosh, I shouldn't make a MySpace. I've been a fucking idiot this whole time. What the fuck? I could have gotten like, because my friends are telling me like, yo, I met this girl on MySpace and we've been fucking kids.
Yeah.
We talked, and then when we first met up, we were making out, and I'm like, oh, what? What the hell? Like, I'm an idiot. I should have fucking been doing this. Boom, I get a MySpace, and I text, my sister was in college at the time in San Francisco, and I text her, I'm like, yo, I just made a MySpace. And she was like, I'll never forget. She said, too late, dumbass.
Damn! Fuck that.
And I'm like, okay, but it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
Can you at least be my friend on MySpace?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a fucking ninth grader. Literally, not even exaggerating, like 3-4 weeks later, a month later, Facebook blows up.
Oh, Facebook gets you out of there.
Facebook blows up. I get on Facebook. I fall in love with Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Basically, MySpace is my Facebook. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I would do the like for an admit.
Oh, like for to be honest.
Yeah, like for a TBH.
Yeah.
Like for a TBH, or like for what song reminds me of you.
You know what I
like
love
that.
doing on Facebook? I love changing my relationship status to it's complicated.
Even right now.
People are like, what do you mean? You talk to girls? Like, who are you with? And I'm like, it's complicated.
I'll never forget. I always wanted to do that, but I wasn't in a relationship from I was in a small relationship from 9th grade, nothing 10th grade, just dating 11th grade. But the first week of my senior year in high school, I was in a relationship, and I'm like, I literally open up my laptop and I just go like this, and I'm like, I'm about to put relationship status taken. And for the first time on Facebook.
So sick,
and I'm just like, I remember it was such a big deal for me. And I'm just like, okay. And I did it. And it was like, boom, Melvin's with so-and-so. And I just remember like sitting back and just being like, this is what I've been working for my entire fucking life.
And once you make that status, people can leave comments.
And I was just waiting for the likes, and the likes were rolling in, the comments were rolling in, and hearts and stuff like that. And I'm just like, and even I was like, I don't know if I had haters, but I'm sure I did. But I'm like, I want my haters to see this. I want my lovers to see this. I want my friends to see it.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is it. And then the next day at school, everyone was just like, yo, I saw that you did that. And I'm just like, yeah, man, it's just me, you know.
But on the other side of that, when people know you're in a happy relationship, people know you're with somebody, and then they see Melvin Diaz is single, people start going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then they see your girlfriend, who was on your previous post, like, oh, I'm in a relationship with this person. They see her turn her fucking relationship status as single, bro, they start commenting like
that's
fucking
when
crazy.
and then that's when you move the conversation to the group chat and be like, yo, y'all see so and so,
my God.
y'all see so, y'all see this, y'all see that, and then it's just like, bro, it was like it was fun.
But
it was a fun time.
but everything we're talking about now, it's so like. Social media used to be like, what's happening down my street with my homies down my street?
Yeah.
What's happening with my homies at school? What's happening with my homies like around the block?
In the same city.
It wasn't like, hey, this is how the world shares information. This is not how fucking the government is sharing information. This is not how reporters are spreading information.
It's not how like people are taking advantage of social media to promote racism, misogyny,
any crazy shit.
You're not seeing people get fucking murdered.
People aren't making money off social media. People aren't fucking exploiting social media. Social media. It just needed to be social.
It truly was the 2000s. Truly were, specifically the late 2000s, the purest form of social media.
It was it's almost like a life of a person. It's like when you're younger, it's like you're at your most innocent. And social media, when it just came here, it was just so fucking innocent. It was literally just talk to your friends. Once you're done seeing them at school, talk to them again. Talk to them again.
My first post on Instagram was a hot chocolate I got at IHOP.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And with the little Nashville filter, and I'll forget, it was called the Nashville filter.
Oh, I remember that one.
And it was just like at IHOP drinking hot chocolate. And it was just like, I couldn't even fathom posting that today.
Yeah.
Maybe on my story.
Yeah.
And I think that's why stories are so great, because it allows kind of people to have that childlike social media wonder that they used to have.
Yeah.
But it's just like on my timeline, like post.
Yeah.
Bro, I would be. People would think I'm in a manic episode.
Exactly.
If I'm like, I'm at IHOP drinking coffee.
Exactly.
And then you would text me like, yo, you good, bro?
You good, brother? Because my first post was my I had a mailbox.
And you put your whole address.
I live here. Who's gonna come here? I live here. But that was my first fucking post.
Your mailbox?
Yeah,
Does it look pretty?
And it had like a little, what's that thing called?
The red thing.
Yeah, I just put it up and I was like,
ready for mail.
You got mail.
Okay,
that's pretty good. I don't know what filter I used, but that was my first fucking one. And I thought, like, oh, I'm a photographer, right? Because I had a filter out there. I was like, I'm making a difference. But that was what social media was, man. It wasn't anything fucking crazy. It wasn't fucking crazy. It was wild to be like, I just saw you, and I know what you're doing still. I know what you're up to. I used to use Yahoo Messenger because I didn't have a phone. I used to go on the computer and just use Yahoo Messenger to talk to my homies and shit. Did you ever hear of RuneScape?
Yes.
Bro, my first kiss was on RuneScape.
Your first virtual?
First kiss in general was on RuneScape. I remember
a 4-year-old man?
Now looking back, it must have been a 4-year-old man, because we were in this part of like this world where people were selling, hey, I got a fucking armor for $50, right? I got fucking a sword for $300. Somebody was like, who wants to make out? And me being 14, I was like, I'm down. And then this fool took me to the woods. He said it was a girl, right? It was a RuneScape. It was a woman on RuneScape. But nowadays, you never fucking know. He took me to the woods and he's like, all right, so I'm going to make out with you. And I'm like, let's do it. And he was like, typing. You got to type everything. So he was like, moi, moi, moi. And I was like, moi, moi, moi. You like that. 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 And then we started fucking, it was a woman probably, but he was like, we started having sex. Because I was like, hump, hump, hump. And she was like, hump, hump. You like that? You like that? You like that? And I was like, you like that? You like that?
Joel, can I say something?
Yeah. Was that not normal?
It sounds to me like when you were 14, you were a fucking loser. You were a fucking loser.
Bro, I was exhausted after that shit, bro.
You were just like, was the avatar like pretty at least?
Yeah, it was a woman.
What was your avatar?
I was a fucking dude in a fucking. I had a fucking hole.
Dude, I highly doubt that person was a woman.
I had a tank top, a shield, and a helmet, no shoes.
Dude, that woman was a fucking 39-year-old man in his mom's basement.
I hope he said he was a girl.
He said he was a girl.
He said I was a fucking girl. And then I forgot the not the gamer tag, but like the username of this individual.
What does it say?
I know I forgot. I'm saying I forgot, but I'm pretty sure it was a woman because it looked like a woman.
Yeah, no shit. The avatar could be a woman. You know how many people fucking play as women? In reality, they're men, and vice versa. Women play, like real life women, when they play video games, they choose male armor and stuff like that.
So I was a victim.
No, you're fucking gay.
God, well, either way,
you're a gay victim.
That's the first time. That's the first time I kissed. That's the first time I had sex. Too. I was like, hum. Do you like that? I can do more if you want. I can keep trying. It was all through fucking.
Oh my god! Text. You probably tell. Do we have lube? Do we have lube?
Please. Should I wear a condom? I've never done this before.
Dog. That's dude.
I got too many advantage of.
Bro, we cut that out. We cut that out. Okay, I'm being as respectful as possible. We cut that out, bro.
I was a fucking kid. This is my roots game.
Hey, no, you were fucking 14.
There's not a kid,
bro. When I was 14, I think that was like the last year that I was a kid. I think I was telling you before this. When I turned 15, I was like a full-on adult.
Oh, me too. When I was 15, I was driving. I was fucking. I was cooking.
Come on, yeah.
I took my mom. I took my mom to work. I took my dad to work. I was like, "You're not doing this shit right. You aren't making enough money. Y'all slacking." That's what I told my parents when I was 15.
Yeah, when I was 15, bro, I was going. Like you guys know when like your parents call you like, oh, where are you? Like come back home. Yeah. I was 2 hours away from my house.
Yeah, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, and I'm just like I'll get home. I'll get home when I want to get home.
I'm sorry.
And then all my friends are like, damn. And then when they look away, I'm like shaking. I'm closing my flip phone. I'm just like,
what have I done?
I'm like, what have I done? My parents are literally gonna kill me. You guys don't even understand when it's not metaphorical. When people say, oh, they're gonna kill me, no. They're actually gonna kill me. Like they're actually gonna end my life.
Because they don't know where the fuck you're at,
bro.
They don't have Find My iPhone. They don't have fucking sharing location. Dude, as a parent, before 2010, bro, how scary?
How scary would that?
Hey, mom, I'll be right back. You don't know where I'm gonna be at. You just gotta trust me, and then you'll see where I'm at. You know, you'll see me in 7 hours, dude.
It's like that one tweet that went viral a couple years ago. It was just like, oh, your mom calls you at 9 p.m. Oh, have fun with your friend, sweetie.
Yeah.
And then me at 3 a.m. like knocked out in some field somewhere.
Yeah.
That was literally me. Like I was everywhere, dog. That's why like when I turned 21, it was fun and everything. But in my mind, I'm like, bro, I was 21 for like 5 years already. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't do school. I sucked at school, so I was like,
you stopped going to school.
I stopped going to school.
Going to high school.
I went to adult school, and they just put me to ESL class, and I was like, I know this shit.
Wait, ESL is like it's like this?
Yeah, and then they were teaching, and I'm like, I know.
Hey, yo, fuck this shit, bro.
Hey, English, I know this shit, man. I'm out of here. They're like, all right, well, just come back at the end of the year and just fill out this packet. And I was like, I'll fill out most of it. They're like, just get away from here. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I filled that shit out. So I was fucking out and about. I had some homies that were older, some girl that I liked was older, and they would take me out. We'll go to the beach, we'll go parties here, we'll go party there. It was such a good ass time.
That's the good thing about if we have any young soul primos out there, bro, and not soul primos, this is different. Soul primos out there.
Yeah, it's dangerous for we couldn't do what we do.
You date an older gal, man. They'll take care of you, bro. Financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally.
Yeah, that girl led me on, but goddamn, she led me to some dope ass parties.
It's like they lead you on, but before they leave you, they want to make sure you're straight.
Hey.
That's what happened to me. I was 19. I don't know if you guys know this, guys. When I was 19, I dated a 32-year-old, and she did lead me on, but when she let me go, she made darn sure I was in a good place.
Oh,
if that makes sense.
And yeah, you were always. Oh my god.
Does that make sense?
Every time we talk about that experience, there's so much glow. Like your
I know. I get all excited, bro. I get all excited. My perk up.
Your beard gets fuller. Everything gets fucking good. You look fucking happy, man.
Her name was April.
Dude, when you're a young man and someone older, especially when you're young, like even when you're 20, it's amazing. But like when you're like 17 and some girl's like 19, but in your case, she was 32. Yeah. So mine, she was like 19. And I was like, oh fuck it, yeah, I'm down to all these parties. Yeah, I'm down here.
Yeah, I mean, even when I was like 20, I dated a 27-year-old. So she was 27. She was 7 years older than me. Like it was just older women. I highly recommend. And when I say that are so primas, I don't recommend that because I just don't know. when I say I don't recommend it, it's not from experience or from what I've heard. It's just I'm not a lady, I'm not a woman, and I can't give you that advice. But for our soul primos, or our men out there, like we could give you that advice because we lived it, and it's just like nothing bad will come from that.
And also, it is a scarier life being a woman.
Yeah, it is scary. But I think like growing up in the 2000s as a woman, I think would have been so fucking awesome because you know what, dude, they had none other than the Queen of Pop. What's her name, bro?
Britney Spears.
I'm so fucking happy. I'm so glad you knew her name. Britney motherfucking Spears. Did she start late 90s? Yes. But she caught her stride in the 2000s, boy. Toxic, bitch. If you don't know who Britney Spears is, just fucking YouTube Toxic by Britney Spears.
Listen, Britney Spears is she now, if you look at her Instagram,
is
she dancing, doing backflips,
she's
and
50 years old.
With her comments turned off, not even limited, just turned off. Has she gone down the deep end a little bit? But obviously maybe because she's been through so much. It's almost like
you
similar
never
to
know.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson maybe was a little bit stronger
I'm just happy,
mentally.
when I see stuff like that and everyone's criticizing her, I'm just happy that she's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that she's still with us.
Because you never know, because it's like with Bieber. It's like Bieber is like, sometimes you'd be like, oh, Bieber's going through. It's like, well, he fucking's been famous since he was 16, dude.
Yeah, but you know what song came out in 2003? Mr. Brightside, The Killers.
Sing it to me.
Cause I'm Mr. Brightside.
You don't know any part of the song.
I don't know who The Killers are. No, but Mr. Brightside came out in 2003, bro. That song is fucking 23 years old.
That's like if I'm like, hey, you know what song came out in 1968? Hey Jude, sing that shit. Hey Jude.
But that's all you need.
Oh my god,
it's like, you know that song Billie Jean? How does it go? Billie Jean.
Oh, what about Smooth Criminal?
Smooth Criminal.
That's not the lyric in the fucking song. It's not.
Yeah, you've been struck by. Come on, I'm always right. You're always wrong.
Okay, what's another one?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. What else?
Why never said fuck?
Why never said? Yeah. Oh, bro just found out that the title of the song is a lyric.
Bro, I remember that with the Chipotle 17. I was like, have you guys heard of Post Malone? He's like a new upcoming artist.
When you first started working at Chipotle?
That was like 2018, and they're like, bro, he's been out for like 4 fucking years. I thought I was onto some shit.
No, you. Can I say this about you?
Is it gonna hurt me?
Yeah.
Oh, do it.
You every time you come, at least in our relationship.
What? Every time I come. That's it.
At least in our relationship, every time you come to me and you go, "Yo, have you heard fucking so and so? Have you heard this?" Unfortunately, brother, it's something that I've known of for the last 5-6 years.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Oasis?
You were like, oh, like the body of water and
Right in the middle of the desert?
and I was like, no, silly goose.
Hey, such a bitch.
No, fucking, they're from London, Liverpool.
Yeah, I love Wonder Wall is all I listen to like for the year of 2013.
That's their biggest hit.
Yeah, but I still knew of them way before you.
That's why I
found
don't
out
trust somebody when someone's
And then
like,
Champagne Supernova and Don't Look Back in Anger. Like I would listen to that as a senior in high school.
they weren't even fucking out. Those songs weren't even out when you were a senior. Those fucking were.
Yes, they were in 2013. Those songs came out in the 90s. And I was like,
wrong decade, man.
I would play that, and everyone would be like, guys and girls would be like, "Yo, what is this?" I'm like, "It's a group called Oasis. You know, you guys heard of the Beatles? It's kind of like it's like the new version of them." And I would do that in my senior year. So when you came up to me, like, "Yo, you heard of Oasis?" I remember being polite because I'm a polite guy, and I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Dude, I just found out about them." And I remember asking you, "You just did?" You were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, well, they're great." And you're like, "Yeah, right."
No, they're good. They're good.
No!
Okay, this
you were so close. No. Be honest with me, you're so close to getting Oasis tattoo.
Someday you will find me. Come and lead the light. Listen, there was a, and this is going back in time, 2000s, but I'm gonna say, like, there's one of my favorite bands of the 2000s. The name rhymes with the bloke.
The Strokes.
The Strokes, man.
Yeah,
there was a renaissance almost of rock, man. The Strokes and the Arctic Monkeys. Then you got
the Arctic Monkeys, dog. I bet you look good on the dance floor was my shit in high school. Good on the dance floor. I'm telling you, bro, I was into this shit back in high school.
I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying we're the same age. There were some indie bands like a lot of like the Growlers were fucking big.
I bet you look good on the dance floor.
That Florist Adolescent. Boom, 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 boom.
Florence and the Machine. I mean, you had Amy Winehouse, Back to Black in 2006.
Oh my god, man.
That was my shit. I remember I knew of Amy Winehouse because of her hit song, they try to make me go to rehab, but I said no. And then she passed away, and I didn't get into her album until college, when I was like really feeling emotions. And then I listened to her album, and I'm like, fuck, dude, she was such a brilliant fucking artist.
It's such a shame what happened to her, man. It's drugs and drug addiction.
Bro, there's a video that broke my heart. There was like a pub, because she's from Europe. There was a pub, and there was like a bench outside the pub, and she was like knocked out on it like this, and you could tell her belly was big, and she had like a bra on, and everyone was just like, "Hey, Amy, are you okay?" And she's just like, she looked like dead. She looked deceased, but she was just blacked out. Who knows what drugs she did? And it's just like people would just find her on the street like that.
This is unrelated, but if you ever went to a pub, people would freak the fuck out.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I've been to pubs. Everybody's like fucking, they're from Europe, but they're all small, man.
Yeah.
If you went up there as a Latino, fucking 6'5", they'd be like, "Oh, mate, where you from, huh? Tell me, why are you so big?"
How would I act?
You know
me better than anyone. How would I act? Oh. and then I'm you. Mel, what are you doing? Melvin, stop!
I'm big, huh?
I'm big. Melvin, we're in a different country.
I really am big. I'm trying to go to rehab. I said no,
Melvin.
no.
Melvin, I'm quitting So Primos.
I don't care.
You know,
God, yeah, I know you. I know you. I
Oh, I swear if I give a fuck.
I mean, don't dump her though. Let me come first.
Shut the fuck. I don't care.
Okay, fuck. I mean, don't know.
Yeah, but I would love to go to a fucking pub in Europe, dude. That's one of my dreams, bro.
Dude, they all drink outside. They drink, at least from the spots I've been to. I've only been to London, but they all drink outside in the streets, man.
Radiohead, 2007, In Rainbows.
Oh, In Rainbows is probably one of the greatest albums of all fucking time. Both sides of that album is basically untouchable. It's one of the few albums where both sides of the album are, like I just said, they're untouchable. And an iconic band like Radiohead. And also, that one, they released it on their website, and they were basically like, hey, whatever you want to pay for it, pay it. So you can just buy it for $1. You can buy it for $20, for $30, $5.
That's awesome.
They literally left it up to you. They were like, hey, whatever you want to pay.
It reminds me of System of Down, where the title was like, on the cover says, "Steal this album."
Yeah. Oh,
I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
2003, one of my favorite bands of all time. Yes.
Bro,
Maps. The album Maps, I fucking love the Yes, bro. They just mean so much to me. Every song, if you know, you know, dude. One of my favorite bands of all time.
Take another shot.
Oh!
Okay, we have got 10 minutes, but there's one thing I want to say, and it's also a 2000s thing.
Go ahead.
And hopefully you can relate to this. In the 2000s, there was a big boom in the gaming industry, man. The gaming industry, a lot of these consoles, there was a new generation of consoles being birthed. We're talking about Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo all making a huge push. In my situation, I'm talking about Xbox. I remember my dad bought me...
Xbox 360 or Xbox?
Xbox and Xbox 360. And
I only had the 360.
Oh, I had the Xbox One and 360.
Oh, okay, for sure.
So I remember my dad bought me the Xbox One. No, the Xbox, the original Xbox, the big old black box that says it has an X on it. I remember the joy that I felt, right? And specifically, there was a game on PC. My Jehovah's Witness friend had a game called Halo. And I saw him playing on PlayStation, on the computer. And I was like, what game is this? Right? And he's like, it's Halo. So my dad bought it for me for fucking Xbox. And Halo is a game that really defined the 2000s gaming experience for me, man. Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, all released that fucking decade. And for me, that was my fucking decade for multiplayer. Multiplayer online gaming became something that wasn't just fucking... There were first-person shooters, but it wasn't just nonsense. It was about... What did Halo mean to me? It was about you hang out with your homies at school... Before you go home, they're like, hey, I'll see you online later. And when you get home, get on, hit me up. Let's join a party. Or they come over and you have a big old square TV and you invite the homies over. 4 people are playing on one screen, 4v4. You guys are playing, right? And then Halo 2, Halo 3 comes out. Xbox Live explodes. You're playing online with people you don't even know, right?
Yeah.
You play on custom games. You're playing Forge on Halo 3. You don't do your homework. Your teacher's like, hey, dude, you haven't been doing your homework. I'm like, bitch, I've been playing Halo 3 Guardian 4v4 Team BR, Team Slayer on Guardian in the Pit, dude. I've been fucking out BRing people in Halo, dog. What the fuck? Don't ever disrespect me anymore, man. And the community and the energy behind those games, you're with people and you're talking mad shit, you're talking trash. People are saying some vile shit on the internet. People are saying the N-word, the F-word, the B-word, every fucking word that you shouldn't say in public. People are saying it to fucking kids like me. Adults are saying it. It's vile. And these games like Halo made you believe, it made you appreciate an art form. Because growing up, it's all about music and movies, right? But games became this fucking art form that can tell a story. That there was ideas being explored. There was artwork. There was art design. There was these fucking characters that meant so much to you. There was effort. It wasn't just mindless shooting, which a lot of times first-person shooters get this fucking reputation for just being stupid. You're just shooting them up, right? But there's a story. There's art. There's passion behind all of that shit, man.
I remember my best friend in high school. The first time we ever hung out. We were doing a science project, and I had to go over to his place to do the science project, a group project, and it was just me and him. And he was just like, well, now that we finished, you want to just play Halo 3? And I was like, what is that? He's like, it's a video game. I'm like, I've never played it. And he goes, we want to play it? He's like, yeah. And his mom comes and is like, hey, guys, I'm getting Little Caesars. And then I just remember playing Halo 3 for the first time, just being like, what the fuck? And then his mom comes in, gives us Little Caesars. And I'm like, I want to come here every Friday for the rest of my life. Yeah. And I did. We did it for like 3 months.
One of my first girlfriends was Cortana from fucking Halo, man. The purple girl.
Oh, you're confusing video games with real life. When I lost my virginity, it was on RuneScape. Hey, bro.
I never had a real experience with anybody.
You gotta go to therapy, dog. What the fuck? Before we go, dude, I want to talk about movies real quick.
Oh, please.
Hey,
you son of a bitch. Before, when you were talking, I was like, we gotta make sure we talk about Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight motherfucking Rises.
How do you start the fucking millennium with Gladiator? Oh. Russell Crowe had an incredible motherfucking streak, dog. Yeah. Gladiator, Beautiful Mind. What's that one where he's a boxer? Cinderella Man,
yes. Icon. That's what I'm talking about. Iconic movies, and there were huge movies that you would see in the theaters. Now you gotta go to like
Lord of the Rings, bitch. Lord of the Rings, bitch. Dog. Bro. You also like anime, bro. Have you ever seen The Incredibles?
Of course.
Incredibles is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Especially for animated movies, it might be like top three.
Animated, especially top 3.
It might be top
I'm talking about like just regular cinema.
In general, it's like top 10. It's one of the greatest fucking pieces of cinema ever, dude.
And you also have Up and Spirited Away. Spirited Away is like anime. Like
real quick, what's an underrated animated movie that doesn't get the love that it deserves?
Underrated animated movie, like animated or digital animation.
Something that looks like Incredibles, like that kind of animated.
Okay, so
digital animation.
So like Pixar and shit. Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, I was just telling my best friend the other day. Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something like that.
Meet the Robinsons is the most underrated Pixar movie that they made because it was kind of like when they were really fighting their footing. Yeah. And it was in the midst of like Finding Nemo and these like big hitters. Yeah. And it just kind of got swept under the radar, but like the characters, the dialogue, and the message that it had. Truly is a beautiful movie. What were you gonna say?
I wouldn't say Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge is a movie.
Oh!
Over the fucking hedge.
Remember PSP?
Yes.
I had it on DVD in the
Over
PSP,
the Hedge is
and I would watch it it was the first time I ever bought a DVD.
Yes.
It was the first time I ever bought a DVD for my PSP, and I would just watch it. I watched it like 20 fucking times.
Over the Hedge.
Martin Lawrence.
It never gets talked about. It
Bro.
never gets talked about these iconic fucking animated movie, Pixar movies, anything. Within that platform, within that category, it never gets brought up
good,
ever.
man. So good.
It's easy to bring up obviously
So
fucking
good,
movies
man.
like Toy Story.
Pixar really dominated the game.
And
Talking about DreamWorks, bro.
It's such that genre is. I feel like there aren't enough great animated movies now.
Yes.
Just in general, we're kind of like in a lull.
Yes.
We're kind of in a downward.
Yes. When you look at like the stocks and how it goes down, we're in the down right now, but I really hope that we get on the up, dog.
Oh my god!
I really hope we get on the up.
Oh my god! Because 2000 was such a legend. Trying for comedy movies as well. All those Seth Rogen movies, Judd Apatow movies, all those iconic movies.
Superbad, bro. You know that the liquor store that's featured in Superbad? Which one? That's the liquor store.
Where McLovin gets
McLovin?
Yeah.
You said Melvin.
McLovin,
yeah, and the cops and then they find out the cops are like chill.
Yeah, and Jonah gets run over in the outside.
That's in my neighborhood.
Really?
That's the liquor store I go to all the time.
Really?
Yeah. And then they have his license plate, McLovin. They have it super enlarged and they made it into like a 5x10 flag.
You like to
and it's right in the front.
You always like to recreate the scene where Jonah Hill gets run over by that one fucking Armenian fool, huh?
Oh no. I gotta rewatch the movie.
You don't remember that scene? He gets run over by that fool. He's like, give me $20 fucking bucks.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
He's like, I got drinks though, right? Yeah. And then they go to the party together and shit.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. But I go to the Superbad liquor store all the time. I was just there last week.
And you just say and then you just say your name is McLovin or something.
No, it's just that they just have it's the liquor store from the movie. Like once you pull up to the parking lot, you're just like, oh shit, this is the actual.
That movie's actually.
And then they have a huge McLovin ID in the front.
Bro, that movie's actually like incredible. It's actually an incredible
so
movie.
good. It's based on Seth Rogen and his writing partner's real life.
Yeah, it's an incredible movie, and everybody, it's like God. Every time you look, it's funny. Every time you look back at these previous generations of movies and art, you're just like, you look at compare it to now, and it is so easy to be like, God damn, they don't make it. Oh, Jonah Hill was incredible,
bro. It gave us Jonah Hill because he was in a couple movies before that, but it really showed the world like how fucking talented he is.
He was 40-year-old virgin. He had like a little small ass bar. It was that food that eBay store that you couldn't really buy.
Michael Cera was in Arrested Development. He was in a bunch of little things, and then McLovin, that actor like.
And he was in Kick-Ass too. McLovin, Christopher Mintz-Plasse. After that, he did some music. He had a band.
He's doing some other stuff, but like Jonah Hill, Michael Cera is definitely still doing it. But Jonah Hill, I mean, he was in fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
People were mean to that fool, man, a lot.
People were so mean, and that's why you know McLovin. Jonah Hill hated McLovin.
Yeah,
and when McLovin did the audition, everyone fell in love with him. Everyone thought it was hilarious. Yeah. And Jonah Hill was just like, if you guys book him, I'm not going to do the movie. Yeah. And Seth Rogen and everyone had to be like, just chill, bro. Just trust the process. Because apparently when McLovin came in, there was a part where like after reading the lines, Seth Rogen was like, okay, just improv some stuff. And McLovin, the actor, I forget his name, but all he did was just roast Jonah Hill, calling him a fat ass, a fucking this and that. That's why Jonah Hill was just like, I do not fuck with this food.
Well, I think McLovin might be one of those foods that, because of how he looks.
Yeah, and
anything he says, if it's crazy, it's just gonna be funny.
Yeah, and then like it's one of those things like when Jonah Hill was like mean to him in the movie, it was so authentic.
Oh my!
When Jonah Hill was like, "Shut are you fucking stupid?" Yeah. It seems so real, but it's because he hated him in real life. And McLovin's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it was between McLovin and Muhammad. What the fuck would it be between him and Muhammad?
Muhammad is the most fucking known name in the world, dumbass. And it was one of those things where, like, even as a kid, even though when I watched it and I was younger than them, I remember being like, oh, I want to sock that food right now. You know what I mean? Like I felt Jonah's frustration.
Well, Jonah Hill became a fucking very diverse and
artist. He became an artist. I haven't seen the movie that he directed called The 90s.
Oh, mid-90s? You haven't seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's good.
It's really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. He's like ebbing and flowing in his weight. I mean, I saw War Dogs with him and Miles Teller.
He was in this one movie with Joaquin Phoenix, or he plays. He's a sponsor. Joaquin Phoenix is an alcoholic that gets. And Jack Black is in it. He's an alcoholic that gets in a car crash. He becomes disabled, and then he becomes like Joaquin Phoenix. It's called You Shall Not. No, You Won't Get Far on Foot.
Oh yes, it's an Amazon original.
It's one of like the saddest.
I want to watch it.
It's so fucking good, man. Joaquin Phoenix has this. Is so troubled, and he has this deep pain about his mother because his mother just kind of deserted him. Yeah. And Jonah Hill is this guy who's gay, and he's like the sponsor. He's like the leader of this AA group, and he's guiding fucking Joaquin Phoenix through this road of recovery and other people. But there's this. These two are still good.
Okay. Yeah.
But Jonah Hill. There's a scene that always fucking got me, and I'm gonna spoil it for you.
Go ahead.
There's a scene where Joaquin Phoenix, the whole movie, he talks about his mother, right? He's this way because of his mother. He's in pain. He's an alcoholic because his mother forgot him, didn't ever really care for him. He doesn't know if he ever would be able to forgive his mother, right? So he becomes an artist when he's disabled, right? He does these drawings and becomes really popular, and he becomes like kind of famous for doing these drawings. He becomes an artist, right? And then after a while, he still has the pain of not talking to his mother, not knowing his mother, and all this weight of anger towards his mother. Yeah. So near like the end of the movie, the climax, near around there, he just draws his mother, like a big portrait of his mother, or what he think his mother would look like. And they're all shitty because he's like disabled, right? But they have so much character and so much like nuance and quirkiness. He draws his mother. He gets someone to put it on the wall and shit, right? And he just starts talking to his mother and starts forgiving his mother. And it's so fucking powerful. Visceral. It's almost like he's taking control of his own pain. Like I'm gonna forgive. I'm never gonna see you in real life. I'm gonna forgive you, even though I can't see you. I won't be able to meet you. You don't want to be around me. I'm still gonna forgive you, and this is the closest thing I am gonna get to forgiveness. I'm gonna do this for me above all. I'm gonna forgive you, and it's oh my god, it's so fucking good. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely watch the movie because it's so fucking powerful. And Jack Black is in it. He's like a drunk homie of Joaquin Phoenix, and they get in a car accident together. But Joaquin Phoenix gets fucked up. Jack Black is good, so they stop talking after the accident because Jack Black is like, I feel awkward, I feel weird because he got really hurt, and I did it. So after he gets to the AA program, Joaquin has to apologize or just talk to other people and just ask for forgiveness, whatever, and make amends with people. So he make amends with Jack Black's character. Mm-hmm. Jack Black is playing this at the time he's like a chef at this restaurant, and then they just forgive each other. And he says like, I hope you forgive me for driving and for all this shit. It's just a real story. It feels so authentic. It feels so like close to home. Because I feel like we've all, especially with alcohol, we've all had moments. You don't have to be an alcoholic, but we all have moments where we kind of abuse something. Yeah. It could be alcohol, any sort of drug, but it just feels like such a real movie that really feels like everybody can relate to. Because everybody, for the most part,
I'm gonna watch it.
It's so.
I remember seeing the trailer back when it was before it came out.
Yeah.
I just never got around.
It got no love.
You got no love,
but it's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible.
But you know I ran into Jack Black 3 times already.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah. When was the last time though?
So the first time was at CVS. I'm like the day before Easter.
Yeah.
So I'm there picking up just miscellaneous things. I see Jack Black at an aisle, because I can see over all the aisles.
Yeah.
And I'm like walking, and I fucking take a glimpse, and I'm like, oh, that guy look like Jack Black. Okay. So, but it was during the COVID time, so he had a mask. So I go get my shit. I go in line, and the employee's like, who does if you're not having alcohol, you guys can use the self-serve ones. And I'm like, okay. And I go, and I'm about to walk, and he's about to walk, and he stops and looks at me, and I was like, oh, go ahead. And then he's like, oh, thank you. And I recognize his voice because he had one of those big white masks. Yeah. And I see his body, and he had a backpack, and he had a basket full of Easter shit. And I was just like, that's fucking Jack Black. And he was wearing like a wolf shirt, like the wolf shirt that you have. And I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking Jack Black. So I'm like scanning my shit, and I'm like, I don't want to make it noticeable because I was just listening to Tenacious D. That's why I was tripping out, because I'm like, there's no way that I was listening to Tenacious D on the way to fucking CVS and Jack Black is right here. So I'm like scanning my shit and I'm like, and I see him, he's done and he's walking out and I'm like, oh shit, hurry up. And then I get my stuff, I get my receipt, I'm walking out and I'm kind of like briskly walking and I come out and he's right there. And he just goes bloop bloop, and his Tesla. He just hits his Tesla to open up his Tesla. This is back when Tesla was cool, and he kind of goes like this. He kind of sees me, and I was just like, "Oh, big fan, boss." And he goes, "Oh, thank you." And he just looks forward, and I keep walking, and I'm just like, "Holy shit! I just fucking talked to Jack Black. That's fucking." This is the beginning of the pandemic, so I was still like 25 years old.
Yeah.
Second time, I'm at a dog park with some friends, and he was there with his dogs, and I'm like, I didn't talk to him that time, and but I could see at the distance him and some other, he had like 4 friends around him, and I'm like I can't go to talk to him. That's weird. There's people there and his dogs and stuff like that, and then we ended up leaving, and then the last time was, remember when the controversy with him and Kyle Gass, and it was Kyle Gass's birthday on stage, and Jack Black had the cake, and he was like, "Blow cake, what's your wish?" And Kyle Gass was like, "Next time, don't miss Trump." It was like right before, it was right after Trump got tried. They tried to assassinate Trump, and there was like a whole thing, and they canceled the tour and everything, and Jack Black was getting a lot of shit, and then he was doing the Minecraft movie, so everyone was just like, oh, Jack Black he fucking sold his soul, he fucking sold out, and literally 4 or 5 days later, I'm driving down Los Feliz, and I see him with headphones, just walking down Los Feliz, and I'm just like, yo, that's fucking Jack Black, and I can see him clear as day, it's Jack Black, no mask or anything. And I'm just like, that's fucking Jack Black. And I creepily, I normally don't do this, but I'm like, I took a little 5-second video. I showed you too, a little 5-second video, and I'm like, I want to show my siblings. I'm like, yo, I just saw Jack Black, because they love Jack Black. But like, he's just out there, bro. Like, he's just a human being.
Yeah, he's just
But I'm just saying, I guess my point is that I love Jack Black.
No, Jack Black is School of Rock.
I love Jack Black, yeah. School of Rock is one of the greatest movies of all time.
It's
one of the great. If you're categorizing the top 500 movies of all time, School of Rock is in there.
I think top 50.
Some might say that.
If
you're talking about character development,
it's like how can you hate on School of Rock? What is there to hate about? It's like one of those perfect movies. It's like
I was just about to say, it's one of those perfect movies.
It's like Back to the Future. It's like, what is there to hate on?
It's one of those perfect movies where the casting's incredible, dialogue's incredible, the pacing of the movie's incredible. How it makes you feel.
Yeah.
It makes you feel, bro.
It's like, what is there to hate on really about this movie? There's nothing
it's
really
literally,
to hate on.
The music's great. It's literally, Jack Black is just in a different atmosphere. The child actors are incredible.
They're all good. They're all great. Rest in peace to the drummer. I know he passed away a couple years ago. But they're all fantastic. They're all great.
Like, they all went on to, like, great things.
They showcase the talents of all these kids. They showcase it's just so good.
And you know how you know that they really loved doing it and it was a great movie? They meet up every year.
Oh, yeah.
They have like a reunion every year and they have like a mini concert, including Jack Black. Like no one badmouths, every time you see a movie and there's like child actors or, it was like a 90s hit or early 2000s and it's just like, oh yeah, the main actor was an asshole and we had to fucking, and people were doing so much coke. No, every time they interview these kids, they're not kids anymore, they're like older than us.
Yeah.
But like these child actors, Jack Black, they all go like, dude, it's literally one of the greatest memories I'll ever have in my life. It's like one of the greatest things that we've ever made.
Yeah, the only thing negative they say is like, oh, Jack Black sweared a lot.
No, fuck that.
That's all they say.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But
the movie was incredible, dude. The movie was incredible.
It's an untouchable movie, man. It's fantastic. It's
literally top 100 movie of all time.
I think so. What else has Jack Black done? Oh, Tenacious D. I feel like people don't fucking really respect that movie. They don't appreciate that movie as much as they should.
They don't, but it's such a good movie. The soundtrack's I still listen to Tenacious D is one of the greatest.
It's a ridiculous
bands.
movie. I will say it's a ridiculous movie, but goddamn, just open up your fucking mind, open up your heart, and you love that fucking movie.
It is so fucking good, dude. It is so fucking good. And you know, he was the voice of Kung Fu Panda. The first Kung Fu Panda is fucking just.
Oh yeah.
It's a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the other three, but the first one is like it's a legit cinematic.
What was Tropic
movie.
Thunder?
Tropic Thunder is one of the greatest comedies of all time.
When was that?
When?
Yeah.
I think early 2000s. It might have been 2010.
No, I don't think so.
It might have been, bro. It might have been.
It might be actually. It might be like 2012 or something.
2008, boy.
We're back in business,
2008, boy.
If you haven't seen Tropic Thunder, I don't know what you've been doing, but it's one of the greatest top 100 movies, possibly.
Top 100 movies.
Top 100 movies.
Definitely top 100 comedies.
Robert Downey Jr. should have won a fucking Oscar for his performance.
Jack Black was hilarious. Ben Stiller was
fucking amazing.
Brilliant. I forget.
Matthew McConaughey was the agent. He was fucking good.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise as a fucking another super agent. He with the fat fingers, the fat suit. He was incredible. The fool's dancing. He's incredible, dude.
Take a step back and fuck your own face. And Matthew McConaughey's like, yeah.
And the fucking the Vietnamese fool.
Oh yeah, he's just
like, and if Tom Cruise find out who that was. Find out exactly who that was.
Because they're thinking that Tom Cruise is thinking he's talking to another executive
agency or something.
Not Vietcong. Exactly.
He's like, find out who that was. He has no fucking idea. But goddamn, movies were so good.
It's so
man.
good,
it's so
dude.
fucking good, man.
Hey, guys, let us know what your favorite thing about the 2000s were.
Yeah.
Truly, your favorite music, your favorite songs, your favorite movies, favorite TV shows. If you were born in 2000s, let us know, dude. That shit is awesome. Hey, where were you during 9/11? Also, we're very curious to know about that.
Yeah, where were you during 9/11, and what's another huge thing that you should be there for the 2000s? Where were you when The Dark Knight dropped?
Yes.
Where were you when what's another big one?
Neo when
Michael Jackson died.
Oh yeah, where were you when Michael Jackson died?
I was in school.
I was going to get Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah.
And I was in the car and I heard about it and I was like, what? But I also lived right across the street from the cemetery he was buried in, so
yeah,
I had that final goodbye.
I actually came into the window. There was the sound of a crescendo. Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. But let us know what you were doing those very tragic and devastating events, and that was the 2000s for us.
Yeah. That being said, yeah, we let us know what we're gonna do something else now for next week, but let us know what other time period you want us to do, or any basically anything you guys want us to do.
We've gone the Roman Empire, I think.
Roman Empire. We got the Jurassic period. We got we're getting a lot of love from our Jurassic Park clip.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see what time frame we do next because.
But let us know.
Yeah, please.
Okay, bye.
Bye.